words that you were working with before. You remember what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just really set that whole thing off. Yeah. And when you thank you, sir, at the same level.
Cool weather we're having today.
It's warmer than yesterday.
They say it may rain.
No, here comes the sun. It's coming.
So, it's your turn. Pick a subject.
I've got one.
A good one.
Apply some sanitizer. Wearing this dipping costume.
Fresh caviar. Lemon juice.
Don't say that about Betsy's perfectly good shirt.
Okay. Wearing Betsy's perfectly good shirt.
And served on light.
It's quite all right. You're not disturbing me. I would much rather talk than work. And yet here I am, day after day, haunted by one thought. I must write, I must write, I must write. This is my study, the room in which I write my stories. I built it myself, actually. Cut the timber and fitted the logs, made an awful mess of it. I do my writing here at the side of the room because the roof leaks directly over my desk. I moved the desk, but it covers a hole I left in the middle of the floor. And the floor is built on the side of a hill, so in heavy rains the room tends to slide downhill. Many's the day I've stood at this window and passed my neighbors standing in the road. Still, I'm happy here. Although I don't get enough visitors to suit me, people tend to shy away from writers. They assume we're always busy thinking. Not true. Even my dear sweet mother doesn't like to disturb me, so she always tiptoes up here and leaves my dinner outside the door. I haven't had a hot meal in years. But I've done a good deal of writing here. Sometimes I think too much. I look out the window and think that life is passing me at a furious rate. And so I ask myself the question, what force is it that compels me to write so incessantly, day after day, page after page, story after story? And the answer is quite simple. I have no choice. I am a writer. Sometimes I think I might be mad. Oh, I'm quite harmless, but I do admit to fits of wandering. I'm engaged in conversations where I hear nothing and see only the silent movement of lips, and answer only a meaningless yes, yes, of course. And all the time I'm thinking, it'll make a wonderful character for a story, this one. Still, while I'm writing, I enjoy it, and I like reading the proofs. But when it comes out in print, I can't bear it. I see that it's all wrong, a mistake, that it ought never to have been written, and I am miserable. Then the public sees it. Yes, charming, clever, charming, but a far cry from Tolstoy. Or a fine thing, but Turgenev's Fathers and Sons is better. And so it will be to my dying day. Charming and clever, nothing more. And when I die, my friends will walk by my grave and say, here lies so-and-so, a good writer. But Turgenev was better. You know, it's funny. But before you came in tonight, I was thinking to myself, perhaps I should give it up one day. What would I do instead? Well, I've never freely admitted this before, but to you here in the theater tonight, I would like to tell you what I would most like to do with my life. Ever since I was a small child, I've always... Excuse me a moment. An idea just occurred to me. A subject for a short story. Yes. It was mentioning the theater that sparked me. What was it we were talking about a moment ago? No matter. My mind is consumed with this new idea. See if this appeals to you. It starts in a theater. It starts on the opening night of the new season. It starts with the arrival of all those dear and devoted patrons of the arts who wave and greet each other in the grand salon, commenting on how this one looks and how that one is dressed, scarcely knowing what play they are about to see right now, except for one man, Ivan Ilyich Chekov. If Ivan Ilyich Cherdikov, a clerk, a civil servant in the Ministry of Public Parks, had any passion in life at all, it was the theater. He certainly had hopes and ambitions for higher office, and had devoted his life to zeal, hard work, and patience. But still, he would not deny himself his one great pleasure, and so purchased 2 tickets in the very best section of the theater to the opening night performance of Rostov's The Bearded Countess. As fortune would have it, into the theater that night came his respected superior, General Mikhail Brasov, the Minister of Public Parks himself.
Good evening, General.
Oh yes, good evening.
Permit me, sir. I am Cherdikov, Ivan Ilyich. This is a great honor for me, sir.
Yes?
Well, like yourself, dear General, I too serve the Ministry of Public Parks. That is to say, I served you, who is indeed himself the Minister of Public Parks. I am the Assistant Chief Clerk in the Department of Trees and Bushes.
Oh yes, keep up the good work. Lovely trees and branches this year, very nice.
Excuse me, General. My wife would like very much to say hello to you. This is she, my wife, Madame Braslov.
How do you do, General?
My pleasure.
My pleasure,
How do you
General.
do?
Madame Braslov. This is my wife, Madame Cherdikov.
How do you do, Madame Braslov?
How do you do?
I feel such pleasure meeting your husband.
And I am my wife. How do you do, Madame Braslov?
Shh. Sorry, terribly sorry.
Oh, enjoy the play, sir.
I will if I have a chance to see it.
Feeling quite pleased with himself for having made the most of this golden opportunity, Ivan Ilyich Cherdikov sat back to enjoy the Bearded Countess. He was no longer a stranger to the minister. They had become, if one wanted to be generous about the matter, familiar with each other. But then, quite suddenly, without any warning, like a bolt from a gray, thundering sky, Ivan Ilyich Cherdikov reared back his head and...
Terribly sorry.
It is, all right.
All right. It was not all right. It was unpardonable, sir. It was monstrous something.
You make too much of the matter. Let it rest.
How can I let it rest? It was inexcusable. Permit me to wipe your neck, General. It's the least I can do.
It's all right, I say. Leave it be.
But I splattered you, sir. Your big head is splattered. It was an accident, I assure you. But it's disgusting.
My apologies.
The thing is, General, it came completely without warning. It was out of my nose before I could stifle it. Yes, certainly. I'm sorry. It's not a cold if that's what you're worried about. It's probably just a particle of dust up in the mouth.
But try as he might, Cherdikov could not put the incident out of his mind. The sneeze, no more than an innocent anatomical accident, grew out of all proportion in his mind, until it resembled the angry roar of a cannon aimed squarely at the enemy camp. He played the incident over in his mind, slowing the procedure down, in order to view again in horror the infamous deed.
Charming, charming.
Yes, charming.
Did you find the play charming, my dear?
I found it utterly charming.
I was completely charmed by it.
Excuse me, Your Excellency.
Someone's tapping. Who's tapping? Who's tapping me?
I'm tapping, sir. I'm the tapper, Cherdikov.
Stand back. Here's the sneezer.
Oh, no, I'm all sneezed out. I was just concerned about you going out in the night air with a damp head, sir.
Oh, that was a mistake, a mere faux pas. Forget it, young man. Amusing play. Did you find the play amusing?
Amusing? Oh, my goodness, yes. So true. I haven't laughed so much in years.
Which part amused you the most?
The sneeze. When I sneezed on you, sir, it was unforgivable.
Forget it, young man. Oh, my dear, it looks like rain. I don't wish to get my head wet again.
You shouldn't let people sneeze on you, dear. You're not to be sneezed at.
I'm ruined. Ruined. They'll have me fight for trees and bushes. They'll send me down to branches and twigs.
Come, Yvonne.
What?
Well, you mustn't let it concern you. It was just a harmless little sneeze. The general's probably forgotten about it already.
Do you really think so?
No, I'm scared, Yvonne.
And so they walked home in despair.
Perhaps if I got him a nice gift. Maybe some Turkish towels.
Cherdyakov's once promising career had literally been blown away.
Why did this happen to me? Why did I go to the theater at all? Why didn't I sit in the balcony with people of our own class? They love sneezing on each other.
Come to bed, Yvonne.
Perhaps if I saw the general and explain matters again, but this time in such a charming, honest, self-effacing manner, he would have no choice but to forgive me.
Maybe it's best not to remind him.
No. If I ever want to be a gentleman, I must behave like one.
And so the morning came. It so happened that this was the day the general listened to petitions, and since there were 50 or 60 petitions ahead of him, Cherdyakov waited from morning until late afternoon.
Next. Next.
Oh, I'm not next, Sheriff. See, I'm last.
Very well then, last.
That's me, sir.
What is your petition?
Well, I have no petition, sir. I'm not a petition.
Then you waste my time.
Do you not recognize me, Excellency? We met last night under rather explosive circumstances. I'm the splatterer.
The what?
The sneezer. The one who sneezed? The sneezing splatterer.
Oh, yes. And what is it you want now? A gazoonite?
No, Excellency, I want your forgiveness. I just wanted to point out that there was no political or antisocial motivation behind my sneeze. It was just a nonpartisan, nonviolent act of God. I cursed the day this nose protuberance formed itself on my face, sir. It's a hateful nose, and I'm not responsible for its indiscretions. Punish that which committed the crime, but absolve the innocent body behind it. That's all I know, sir. But forgive me, your kindship, forgive me.
My dear young man, I'm not angry with your nose. I'm too busy to have time for your nasal problems. I suggest you go home and take a hot bath. Or a cold one. Take something, only don't bother me with this silly business again. Gibber, gibber, gibber. That's all I've heard all day. Gibber, 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 gibber.
Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. God bless you and your wife and your household. May your nights be sweet and your days be better than your nights.
The feeling of relief that came over Cherdyakov was enormous.
May the birds sing in the morning at your window, and may the coffee in your cup be strong and hot.
The weight of the burden that was lifted seemed inestimable.
I worship the chair you sit in, and the uniform that you wear that sits in the chair that I worship. Oh.
He walked home whistling and singing like a lark. Life was surely a joy, a marvel, a heavenly paradise.
Oh, God, I'm happy.
And yet, when he arrived at home, Cherdyakov began to think.
Have I been the butt of a cruel and thoughtless joke?
Had the minister toyed with him?
He had no intention of punishing me. Why did he torment me so unmercifully?
If the sneeze meant so little to the minister, why did he deliberately cause Cherdyakov to writhe in his bed?
To twist in agony the entire night!
Cherdyakov was furious.
I am furious!
He foamed and fumed and paced the night through, and in the morning called to his wife, Sonia!
Sonia!
What is it?
I have been humiliated.
You, Yvonne, who would humiliate you? You're such a kind and generous person.
Who? I'll tell you who. General Razelhoff, the Minister of Public Parks.
What did he do?
The swine. I was humiliated in such subtle fashion, it was almost indiscernible. A man's cunning is equal only to his cruelty. He practically forced me to come into his office and grovel and beg on my knees. I was reduced to a gibbering idiot.
You're that reduced.
I must go back and tell him what I think of him. It's time for the lower classes to speak up. The world must be made safe so that men of all nations and creeds, regardless of religion or color, will be free to sneeze on their superiors. It is he who will be humiliated by I.
And so, the next day, Cherdyakov
you're quite correct. It is I once again.
It is you once again who?
Chekov, Excellency, having returned, never taking a hot bath or a cold one.
Who let this filthy man in? What is it?
What is it? What is it, you ask? You sit there behind your desk and ask, what is it? You sit there in your lofty position as General Minister of Public Parks, a member in high standing of the upper class, and ask me, a lowly civil servant, what is it? You sit there with full knowledge that there is no equality in this life, that there are those of us who serve and those that are served, those of us who obey and those that are obeyed, those of us who bow and those that are bowed to, and that in this life certain events take place which cause some of us to be humiliated, and those that are the cause of that humiliation, and still ask, what is it? What is it?
Don't stand there gibbering like an idiot. What do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I just wanted to apologize again for sneezing on you, sir. I wasn't sure I made it absolutely clear it was an accident. I'm sure it was an accident.
Out. Out. Get out of my sight. I never want to see you again. If you ever cross my line of vision again, I'll have you exiled forever. What is your name?
It's Sterrett.
You germ spreader. You maggot. You insect. You are lower than an insect. You are the second cousin to a cockroach. You are the son-in-law of a bedbug. You are the nephew of a ringworm. You are nothing, do you hear? Nothing. Ah!
At that moment, something broke loose inside Chekov. Something so deep, so vital, so organic that the damage that was done seemed irreparable. Something drained from him that could only be described as the very life force itself. The matter was over, for once, for all, forever. What happened next was quite simple. Chekov arrived at home, removed his coat, laid down on the sofa, and died. For those who are offended by life's cruelty, there is an alternate ending. Chekov arrived at home, removed his coat, laid down on the sofa, and inherited 5 million rubles.
All right!
There's not much point to it, but it is uplifting. I can assure you it is not my intention to paint life any harsher than it is. But some of us are indeed trapped by life's cruelties. Witness, for example, the predicament of a young governess who cares for and educates the children of a well-to-do family.
Julia?
Trapped indeed.
Julia!
Yes, madam.
Look at me, child. Keep your head up. I like to see your eyes when I speak to you.
Yes, madam.
And how are the children coming along with their French lessons?
They're very bright children, madam.
Eyes up. That's it. They're bright, you say. Certainly, I knew it. And mathematics. How are they doing in mathematics?
Just great, especially Vanya.
I knew it. I excelled in mathematics. He gets that from his mother, wouldn't you say?
Yes, madam.
Head up. That's it. Don't be afraid to look people in the eyes, my dear. If you think of yourself as inferior, that's exactly how people will treat you.
Yes, madam.
Quiet girl, aren't you? Now then, let's settle our account. I imagine you must need money, although you never asked me for it yourself. Let's see now. We agreed on 30 rubles a month, did we not?
40, ma'am.
No, 30. I made a note of it. I always pay my governesses 30. Who told you 40?
You did, ma'am. I spoke to no one else concerning money.
Impossible. Perhaps you thought you heard 40 when I said 30. If you kept your head up, that would never happen. Look at me again, and I'll say it clearly. 30 rubles a month.
Yes, ma'am, if you say so.
Settled a month it is. Now then, you've been here 2 months exactly.
2 months and 5 days.
No, exactly 2 months. I made a note of it. You should keep books the way I do so there wouldn't be these discrepancies. So then we have 2 months at 30 rubles a month comes to 60 rubles, correct?
Yes, ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Subtract 9 Sundays. We did agree to subtract Sundays, didn't we?
No, ma'am.
Certainly we did. I always subtract Sundays. I didn't bother making a note of it because I always do it. Don't you recall when I said we will subtract Sundays?
No, ma'am.
Think.
No, ma'am.
You weren't thinking. Your eyes were wandering. Look straight at my face and look hard. Do you remember now?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't hear you, Julia.
Yes, ma'am.
Good girl, I wish you'd remember. Plus 3 holidays, correct?
2, ma'am. Christmas and New Year's.
And your birthday, that's 3.
But I worked on my birthday.
You did. There was no need to. My governesses never worked on their birthdays.
But I did work, ma'am.
But that's not the question, Julia. We're discussing financial matters now. I will, however, only deduct 2 holidays, if you insist. Do you insist?
I did work, ma'am.
Then you do insist?
No, ma'am.
Very well. That's 3 holidays. Therefore, we take off 12 rubles. Now then, 4 days, little Kolya was sick and there were no lessons.
But I gave lessons to Vanya.
True, but I engaged you to teach 2 children, not 1. Shall I pay you in full for doing only half the work?
No, ma'am.
So we'll deduct it. Now then, 3 days you had a toothache and my husband gave you permission not to work after lunch.
After 4. I worked until 4.
I have here did not work after lunch. We have lunch at 1 and are finished at 2, not at 4, correct?
Yes, ma'am. But I worked until
That's
4.
another 7 rubles. Oh, 7, 12, subtract. That leaves 41, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Now then, on January 4th, you broke a teacup and a saucer. Is that true?
Just the saucer.
What good is a teacup without a saucer? 2 rubles. The saucer was an heirloom. It cost much more. But let it go. I'm used to taking losses.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Now then, on January 9th, little Kolya climbed a tree and tore his jacket.
I forbid him to do so.
But he didn't listen, did he? 10 rubles. On January 14th, Vanya's shoes were stolen.
By the maid, you discharged her yourself.
But you get paid good money to watch everything. I explained that on our first meeting. Perhaps you weren't listening. Were you listening that day, Julia, or was your head in the clouds?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, your head was in the clouds.
No, ma'am, I was listening.
Good girl. That's another 5 rubles off. Yes. January 16th, I gave you 10 rubles.
You didn't.
But I made a note of it. Why would I make a note of it if I didn't give it to you?
I don't know, ma'am.
That's not a satisfactory answer, Julia. Why would I make a note of giving you 10 rubles if I did not, in fact, give it to you? No answer. Then I must have given it to you, mustn't I?
Yes, ma'am, if you say so, ma'am.
Well, certainly I say so. That's the point of this dinner talk, to clear these matters up. So then we take 27 and 41. That leaves 14 rubles, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What's this? Tears? Are you crying? Has something made you unhappy, Julia? Please tell me. It pains me to see you like this. I'm so sensitive to tears. What is it?
Only once since I've been here have I ever been given any money. And that was by your husband. On my birthday, he gave me 3 rubles.
Really? There's no note of it in my book. I'll put it down now. 3 rubles. Thank you for telling me. Sometimes I'm a little lax with my accounts, always shortchanging myself. So we take 3 more from 14, leaves 11 rubles. Do you wish to check my figures?
There's no need to, ma'am.
And we're all settled. Here's your salary for 2 months, dear. 11 rubles. Count it.
It's not necessary, ma'am.
Come, let's keep the record straight. Count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 10, ma'am.
Are you sure? Possibly you dropped one. Look on the floor, see if there's a coin there.
I didn't drop any, ma'am. I'm quite sure.
Well, it's not here on my desk, and I know I gave you 11 rubles. Look on the floor.
It's quite all right. 10 rubles will be fine.
We'll keep the 10 for now, and if we don't find it on the floor later, we'll discuss it again next month.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You're very kind, ma'am.
Julia, come back here. Why did you thank me?
For the money, ma'am?
For the money. But don't you realize what I've done? I've cheated you, robbed you. I have no such notes in my book. I made up whatever came into my head. Instead of the 80 rubles which I owe you, I have given you only 10. I have actually stolen from you, and still you thank me? Why?
The other places that I worked, they didn't give me anything at all.
And they cheated you even worse than I did. I was playing a little joke on you, a cruel lesson just to teach you. You're much too trusting, and in this world, that's very dangerous. I'm going to give you the entire 80 rubles. It's all ready for you. The rest is here in this envelope. Take it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Julia, is it possible to be so spineless? Why don't you protest? Why don't you speak out? Why don't you cry out against this cruel and unjust treatment? Is it really possible to be so guileless, so innocent, such a, pardon me for being so blunt, but such a simpleton?
Yes, ma'am. It's possible.
Wait, there is an alternate ending for those again who are offended by my stupidity. Julia was so enraged by her cruel and unjust treatment that she quit her job on the spot and went back to her poor parents, where she inherited 5 million rubles. It is my intention one day to write a book of 37 short stories, all with that same ending. I do love it so. You know that it has been said that man is the only living creature capable of laughter, and it is that faculty which separates us from the lower forms of life. Yet one must wonder at this theory when we examine some of the objects of our laughter. Take, for example, pain. Pain, needless to say, is no laughing matter, unless, of course, it is someone else who is doing the suffering. Why the sight of a man in the throes of excruciating agony from an abscessed tooth that has enlarged his jaw to the size of an orange is funny? I couldn't say. It is not funny, not in the least. But in the village of Estemco, where they have very little access to entertainment, a man with a toothache can tickle their ribs for weeks. Certainly Sergei von Miglazov, the sexton, saw nothing humorous about it. Yet, as he passed through the village on his way to the hospital, his moans and groans won him more chuckles than sympathetic remarks. Wouldn't they find it even more amusing to know that the good doctor who normally performed the extractions of angry teeth was away at the wedding of his daughter, and the duty fell to his new assistant, Kuryatin, an eager medical student, if, alas, poor sexton, an inexperienced one.
pain is unbearable. It's worse than unbearable. It's unendurable.
Where is the pain?
Where isn't it? It's not just the tooth. It's the whole side of my face.
How long have you had this agony?
10 years.
10 years?
Since yesterday. It seems like 10 years. I must have sinned terribly to deserve this. God must have dropped all other business to treat me like this. Where's the doctor?
The doctor is away on personal business. He left the care of his patients in my young, capable hands.
But are you a doctor?
But in every way but a degree, I am a doctor to be.
And then I am a patient to be. Goodbye.
I can assure you, the only thing preventing me from being called a doctor is the formality of an examination. I'm skilled. I'm just not titled. Please, I beg you for this opportunity. Please sit in the chair.
Lord, help me today. Oh, even sitting is agony.
The nerve must be inflamed. Once removed, the pain will cease to be.
You're going to remove the nerve?
The tooth that's connected to the nerve. It's a simple matter of surgery.
Your cigar.
What?
The cigar, it's burning my eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to put it out? I only smoke it to steady my nerves.
Smoke it. Smoke a cigar.
Now, let's have a look.
I pray for you. I pray to those saints and our good Lord in heaven, be gentle. Spare me pain.
My dear Sexton, in this day of advanced science, in skilled hands, there is no longer any need for pain. If it's gentleness you want, it's gentleness you'll have. Now then, open up. Come, open up. My dear Sexton, inexperienced as I am, I know it's essential you open your mouth. It's mandatory in all matters concerning the mouth to have it open first. It would be highly impractical for me to remove your tooth from the outside. Come, open up, please. Not the lips, the entire mouth. I don't want to brush your teeth, I want to examine them.
Will you be gentle?
Didn't I promise you I would be?
As a child, I was promised many things that I didn't get.
There is no pain connected to this part. This part is merely an examination to find out what must be done, where, and how. Now open up! Good. There's the ugly little fellow. You're a nasty one, aren't you?
Stop talking to it. Don't make friends with it. Pull it out.
Stop rushing me. I'm evaluating. Your tooth has a hole in it big enough to drive a horse and carriage through.
What is it?
It's disgusting even to look at. But if I'm going to make this my profession, I guess I'll have to get used to it. I'm going to try something.
Will you be gentle?
As gentle as your mother.
My mother didn't like me. Gentler.
I want to see how exposed the nerve is. All I'm going to do is gently blow on your tooth. All right? Excuse me. Here goes. I have some information for you. The nerve is exposed.
Is that how far science has gone? Blowing on teeth?
It's still inconclusive. More work must be done in this field. Much depends upon the temperature of the doctor's breath. Here we are.
What are you going to do with that?
The tooth has to be pulled. It's a simple matter of surgery.
Oh, merciful God.
Surgery is nothing. It's all a matter of a firm hand.
I pray for you. May the Lord enlighten your soul. May He give you health and quickness. Mostly quickness.
This will come out easily. Some teeth give you trouble, I admit, but that's only when the roots are deep. I hope you prayed for shallow roots. Okay, here it goes. You got my hand. Let go. Let go, I say. You got my hand again. Are you going to let go of my hand? I can't pull your tooth if you won't let go of my hand. If you don't let go of my hand, I'm going to take these forceps and pull your fingers out. Now. Okay, here it goes. Now, all right, now don't twitch. Stop twitching. Okay, the important thing is to get a good grip on the ground so as to not break it off. All right, now don't grab my hand. I'm going to have enough trouble with your tooth without you interfering. Okay, when I say 3, 1, 2, 3. The crown broke. The roots are still in your mouth. What a mess this is going to be. I told you not to twitch.
You carpenter! You butcher! You're God's revenge for my sins. Compared to you, the toothache was a joy. You!
The only thing harder than the roots in your tooth are the brains in your head. Now we have unfinished business, so get back in that chair.
Get away from me, sorcerer. If you put your fingers in my mouth, it'll be the first solid food I eat this week.
You are not leaving here till those roots come out. It's a matter of professional pride. Failed in my duty.
Come, my son. Let us pray for a miracle. Dear Lord in heaven,
Dear Father above,
I plead for this good
I
doctor.
prayed for this poor creature.
Keep his hand steady.
Keep his mouth open.
Don't let him falter.
Don't let him bite me.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
In the vicinity of Vashenko Square, there is a small park that is seldom crowded. Here and there, a pair of young lovers strolling, a mother teaching her child to take its first brave steps, the inevitable failures cushioned on the soft green grass, a dog owner throwing his stick for his faithful friend to fetch, which he does faithfully and interminably, a young girl calling out, "Fresh flowers for sale," which is only partly true. They are for sale, but they aren't terribly fresh. Still, it's a rather lovely, peaceful, and quiet setting. Certainly no one would ever suspect that this charming little spot would soon become a battlefield, which it did with marked regularity, each Tuesday afternoon at 3. It was a quiet war. No guns, no booming cannons, no marching feet. But nonetheless a war. The adversaries were 2 aged and retired officers, one military, the other naval. They had each served their country long and with distinction, and now, in the twilight of their lives, still had flickerings of sparks igniting their passions, if, alas, no fire was ever started. They debated on every subject under the sun. Whores, politics, women, literature. They never seemed to run out of subjects to disagree about, and they never did agree about anything, except to meet again the following Tuesday at 3 o'clock on the same bench for the purpose of continuing their disagreements. We are fortunate. Today is Tuesday, and it is 3 o'clock. I had best move along because the bench I am sitting on is to be the field of battle, and I have no desire to be caught in the crossfire. I'll observe from a safe vantage point there near the children's swing. Approaching from the east comes the army. From the west, the navy. If I had a drum, I would roll it.
Cool weather we're having today. It's warmer than yesterday. They say it may rain. Here comes the sun. It's coming. So, it's your turn. Pick a subject. I've got one. A good one? In my opinion. All right. What is your subject? Lunch. Lunch. The subject is lunch? It's my turn to choose, isn't it? I pick lunch.
Not much of a subject, in my opinion.
Does that mean you concede?
I concede to nothing. I merely stated it was a poor subject, but I accept the challenge. If it's lunch, it's lunch. Start.
Are you ready?
When I say start, if I weren't ready, start means I'm ready. Go ahead, start.
Very well. Appetizers.
Appetizers. Right.
To start off a good lunch, the best appetizer is herring.
Wrong.
Not wrong. Herring is not the best appetizer.
It's good. I didn't say it wasn't good. It's not as good as caviar.
You're wrong. Caviar is too rich for an appetizer. It's a dish that should be reserved for special occasions with a bit of champagne. A snack, yes. An appetizer, never.
Are you telling me that fresh caviar, lemon juice, finely chopped egg, raw onion, a little bit of parsley to be garnished with, and served on lightly salted, wafer-thin biscuits is not a good appetizer?
Would you like to compare it to herring in white cream sauce? Marinated onions, 2 large black olives on either end of the plate, garnished with dill, and an end piece of fresh baked brown bread to soak up the drippings of the herring, the onions, and the dill in one final succulent mouthful. Huh?
You argue well. I concede the appetizer.
Thank you. Let's get on to the soup.
We should have no argument here. Borscht.
Borscht? For soup, you pick borscht. Of all the soups in God's creation, you pick an ordinary dish of borscht.
Not in a dish, in a bowl. And there's nothing ordinary about piping hot borscht prepared with sweet sugar beets, Ukrainian style, with ham, country sausages, and topped with a thick, white, sour cream. Are you prepared to challenge a soup like that?
I'd sooner have a cabbage soup, steaming from the pot, with large chunks of boiled potato and globs of tender meat still clinging to the bone. And sooner than a cabbage soup, I would have a hearty vegetable soup with carrots, fresh asparagus, cauliflower stalks, parsnips, and ripe tomatoes. And sooner than a vegetable soup, I would have a fish soup with tripe and giblets and young kidney floating on the top so thick that you would have to push your way into the soup.
Wait a minute. I'm not talking about your run-of-the-mill, ordinary, everyday, served in a restaurant borscht. I'm talking about peasant borscht, the kind that's served with a pound of hot cornbread in your left hand, and in your right hand, a thick, heavy wooden spoon.
A wooden spoon? That's different. You didn't mention a wooden spoon. I concede the soup.
Accepted.
How do we stand?
You won the appetizer, I won the soup.
Up to here, it's a very close lunch. Next course.
Next course is fish.
Fish? Oh. Well, we can forget about fish. I don't care for fish. Whatever you pick for fish is fine with me.
You don't like fish?
Oh, I'm not dead set against it. It's all right once in a great while. It's not substantial enough. It never satisfies me. To me, the important part of the meal is the roast. You pick a fish, and then we'll get on to the roast.
Then you concede the fish.
Mention a fish, and I'll concede it.
Pike, a nice piece of pike.
Carp is better. I didn't know you were going to say pike. I don't find pike a tasty fish.
A nice pike, fried in brown butter with stewed tomatoes and served with a thick mushroom sauce is not tasty.
It's tasty if you smother it with carp broiled in lemon juice.
You already conceded the fish.
All right, I won't make an issue of it. Change it to carp and I'll concede the fish.
But carp is your fish, and then I'd be conceding.
You could have chosen carp ahead of me. The option was yours.
So you concede if I drop pike and pick another fish.
Sounds fair. What do you choose?
Brook trout, broiled with sliced almonds.
Roast salmon and hollandaise sauce.
I thought you didn't like fish.
Maybe it's just the fish that you like that I don't like.
You're purposely doing this.
You accuse me of being false to my taste. You dishonor me.
I dishonor no one. I call for a stalemate on the fish.
So soon? Why give up? There's so few fish that I like.
Very well. Filet of sole cooked with white wine and grapes.
Sea bass and black beans.
Stalemate!
Don't get yourself so excited. We still have a roast to get through.
I don't understand why you're sitting there to tell me when pike is so delicious. Especially after we just had borscht.
What's past is past. The table has been cleared. We're on the roast now. Your turn.
I pass.
You pass on the roast?
I pass on my turn. I want you to go first. I don't trust you anymore.
It makes no difference to me. For the roast, I contend there is nothing better than boiled beef served with white, hot horseradish sauce. Pearl onions, peas, beans, white bread, and cold spring wine. I can taste it now. I can hardly contain my mouth from dripping with saliva. It is, I believe, your turn, unless you concede to boiled beef.
I do not concede to boiled beef.
Then mention if you can a better roast.
A nice piece of pike.
Pike is a fish. True as a fish.
In case of the stalemate, you can always go back and try again.
When was that decided?
Just now, I decided.
All right. You say pike again, I'll say brook trout again. Double stalemate. Next course, boiled beef, your turn.
Boiled beef. Herring, borscht, and boiled beef. Sounds like a meal for a cold, hungry foot soldier, not a commanding officer and a gentleman.
Am I being challenged or not?
I could challenge boiled beef with a small partridge. I could challenge it with a brace of quail. I can challenge it with a firm, young, roast turkey.
Turkey? You may have something.
I can challenge boiled beef with a hen. A fat, juicy, white meat, thick-breasted hen.
I see what you mean, yes. A hen. A hen is always nice.
But I'm not going to do it. I challenge your boiled beef with a duck.
A duck. Why didn't I think of duck? How did I overlook duck? What kind of a duck?
A duck. A round, plump, young duck. One that has had a taste of ice during the first frost. Then it's roasted. Pan roasted to a crisp golden brown. The skin so crisp that it crackles in the mouth.
I concede to duck.
And it's roasted with potatoes cut small into the dripping pan. And the potatoes are turned and soaked in the fat. And in the pan, young onions are beginning to turn a deep, rich brown, sizzling and frying, while the aroma wafts up to your nostrils, driving your taste buds to a state of frenzy.
I conceded, I said. How many times do I have to concede? Are you deaf? You're purposefully doing this to get back at me for not liking the pike. I conceded to duck, all right? The main course is over with. Let's get on to the dessert, for God's sakes.
The duck is basking in the juices.
Enough already. What's wrong with you? You're acting like a a child over a silly piece of plank.
Try it sometime in butter and oil.
It's so silly. Do you want to continue or not?
Go ahead, I'm savoring my duck.
For dessert, I choose.
Yes?
I choose for dessert.
Well, out with it. If you can't think of one, I'll choose.
I'm thinking. I want to end the perfect lunch perfectly. I choose for dessert.
Cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy.
That's mine. I chose cold peaches, sweet cream, and brandy. You can't steal my dessert.
Yes, I can. It takes you an hour to think of it. For a meal to be perfect, it's not only what you eat, but when it's served. If I had waited for you to choose, I'd be hungry again.
I refuse to argue with you anymore.
Then you concede the lunch.
Are you through choosing?
Certainly I'm through. We've gone through all the courses, haven't we? The lunch is over. I want a clear-cut victory. Concede the fact, and we can go home.
But you're definitely through choosing. As far as you're concerned, the lunch is over.
Of course it's over. What in God's name could follow? Cold peaches, sweet cream, and a brandy.
A cigar. Big, black Panatella cigar, followed by a 2-hour nap.
God, I forgot a cigar and a nap.
Do you know what kind of a nap you have after a good cigar? Delicious. A delicious nap. It's not the hard-working, tiring kind of sleep that you have at night. A light nap is delicate. You sleep softly with warm, sweet dreams, like the kind you had when you were 30. That's how you finish the perfect.
How could I forget a cigar and a nap?
And I'm not through yet. After the nap, a mint, a white, tangy peppermint kills the entire sour taste in your mouth.
All right, enough already. You've won. You don't have to rub my nose in it.
And after the mint, the afternoon paper. A blanket on your lap, a cozy fire, and a dog at your feet to rub your toes on. And as you sit there warm to the perfect temperature, you read only the good news in the paper. France is having political trouble. They're starving in Ireland. England is in financial pressure. But here, everything is good. And as you start to drift off into the perfect sleep, a letter comes in the mail telling you that the Tsar has awarded you another medal. And then you drop off with a smile on your face. The perfect lunch is over. And you have nothing more to do until that evening, when the perfect dinner is served. Would you like to challenge me for the perfect dinner? I'll let you go first. Hors d'oeuvres.
My turn to choose a subject, not yours.
I've had enough for today. I'm not feeling too well, a little chilly.
You don't look so good. A little pale. Maybe you should see a doctor.
That's a good idea. Maybe I'll drop in on Dr. Wyszynski.
Wyszynski? That butcher? My 3-year-old granddaughter knows as much about doctoring as he does.
Are you trying to tell me that you know of a better doctor in all of Russia than Wyszynski?
You challenge me?
I challenge you! But not today. Next week.
Next week. You're right, it is getting a little chilly.
No, I think it's beginning to warm up. There comes the sun.
It'll rain before you get home.
Next Tuesday, then?
Next Tuesday.
Peter Semyonich was the greatest seducer of other men's wives I've ever met. He was successful with all women, for that matter, but there was a special challenge to beautiful women married to rich, prominent, successful men. I could never do him justice. Let him tell you in his own words. If I do say so myself, I am the greatest seducer of other men's wives I've ever met. I say this not boastfully, but as a matter of record. The staggering figures speak for themselves. For those men interested in playing this very satisfying but often dangerous game, I urge you to take out pen and paper and take notes. I am going to explain my methods. In defense, married women may do likewise, but it will do them little good, for my method has never failed. Now then, there are 3 vital characteristics. There are patience, more patience, and still more patience. Those who do not have the strength to wait and persist, I urge you to take up bicycling, rowing perhaps. Seducing isn't for you. Now, in order to seduce another man's wife, you must, I repeat, must, stay as far away from her as possible. Pay her practically no attention at all. Ignore her if you must. We will get to her through the husband. Now, you are about to witness a practical demonstration, for as it happens, I am madly and deeply in love this week. My heart pounds with excitement, knowing that she will pass through this garden in a few moments with her husband. Every fiber of my being tells me to take her in my arms and embrace her with all the passion in my heart. But observe how a master works. I shall be cool almost to the point of freezing. My heart of hearts and spouse approaches.
Ah, Peter Semyonich, fancy meeting you here.
My dear Nikolai, how good to see you again. You're looking well. Notice how I'm not looking at her.
Well, thank you, and you gay devil, you're always looking well. Excuse me, have you met my wife, Irina? Oh, of course you have. You sat next to her at dinner at the Bezhnavs. Irina, I don't know what this charmer told you, but he is a scoundrel and a notorious bachelor. And an exceptional swordsman. That's the best I can say for you, Peter.
You exaggerate, Nikki. Madam, good to see you again.
Well, we were just taking a stroll. If you're not busy, why don't you walk with us?
That's very kind of you, Nikolai. But as a matter of fact, I am riveted to this spot. A new romance has just entered my life, and my legs are like pillars of granite. Until she is out of my sight, I shall be incapable of movement. Too much, do you think? As I said, be patient.
Fantastic! You never cease to amaze me. Pretty, I suppose.
Suppose magnificent, suppose glorious, and you will suppose correctly.
Any complications?
As usual, a husband. I'm afraid my cause looks hopeless.
Nonsense! I'm placing my money on you, Peter, and you know I never bet unless I'm sure of winning. Well, we're off. Good hunting, my boy. Good hunting.
Madam. Beautiful, don't you think? I'm sometimes awed by the work of a true professional. Did you notice our eyes barely met? We exchanged hardly a word, and how much she knows of me already. A, I am a popular bachelor. B, a man in love, always titillating to romantic women. C, a gifted sportsman, a nice contrast to her sedentary husband. And D, and this is most important, a dangerous man with the ladies. Quite frankly, at this point, she is disgusted by me. A, because I'm a braggart and a scoundrel. B, because I'm shamelessly frank as to my intentions. And C, because she thinks she's not the one I'm interested in. Forgive me if I'm slightly overcome by my own deviousness. By the way, are you getting all this down? It gets tricky from here on in. Now, next step, hypnosis. Not hypnosis with your eyes, but with the poison of your tongue, much like a venomous snake moving in for the kill. And what's more important, the best channel is the husband himself. Witness as I accidentally run into him one day at the club.
Peter, you are looking glum. I take it your pursuit isn't going so well.
Isn't that obvious? Oh, Nikki, I haven't seen her since I last met you and your dear wife. I sleep little and eat less. I've taken in eye collars a half-inch. Oh, Nikki, Nikki, why do I waste my valuable youth chasing after women I can never truly call my own? How I envy you.
Me? What's there about me that you envy?
Why, your marriage, of course. A charming woman, your wife, let me tell you.
Really? What is there about her that fascinates you so?
Why, her grace, her quiet charm, everything. But mostly it's the way she looks at you, Nikki. Oh, if only someone would look at me like that, with such adoring, loving eyes. It must send quivers through your body.
Quivers? No, not really.
A tingle, perhaps? Don't tell me you don't tingle when she looks at you.
Of course. By all means, I tingle all the time.
She's a darling thing. Take that from a lonely bachelor, and be glad fate gave you a wife like that.
Well, perhaps fate will be as kind to you.
That's what I'm counting on. Good heavens, I'm late for my doctor's appointment.
What's he treating you for?
Melancholia. Please, say hello to your extraordinary wife, but I urge you not to repeat our conversation. It might embarrass her fragile sensitivities. Oh, where's the woman for me? I know where. The question is, how soon will she be mine? There is still work to be done, but not by me. That task I leave to my aide and accomplice. Oh, by the way, I ran into Peter Semyonich today.
Oh, by the way, I ran into Peter Semyonich today.
Who?
Peter Semyonich, the bachelor. We met him in the gardens last week. The attractive fellow you remember.
Remember what a loathsome man he is.
You may not think so when you hear what he had to say about you.
Nothing that braggart had to say to impress me.
He spoke most enthusiastically about you. He was enraptured by your grace and your quiet charm. He seemed to feel that you were capable of loving a man in some extraordinary way. There was something about your eyes, and the way you looked so adoring. He certainly had a lot to say about you. He went on and on. Well, good night, my dear.
What else? Well, what else did he have to say?
Peter?
Whatever that loathsome man's name is, what else did Peter Semyonich have to say about me?
Well, that's more or less it, what I told you.
But you said he went on and on.
Well, he did.
But you stopped. If he went on and on, don't stop. Either go on and on or let's go to bed.
Well, he did say how much he envied me, and how much he wished he had someone to look at him the way you look at me.
How does he know how I look at you?
Well, that day in the gardens, he must have been looking at you when you were looking at me. It sent a tingle through my whole body.
The way I look at you?
Exactly, my precious.
But you were looking at him, so you couldn't have seen how I was looking at you. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the flowers because he made me nervous the way he kept avoiding looking at me. You must have tingled for some other reason.
It's getting rather confusing. The point is, he was fascinated by you. I thought it would please you.
Well, it doesn't. I would prefer not to hear such stories. Are you planning on seeing him again soon?
Tomorrow for lunch.
Well, I would prefer not to be discussed at lunch tomorrow. Tell him that. And then at dinner, you can tell me what he said. Good night, Mickey.
Good night, my
Good night, my love. I'm spellbound by my own powers. I succeeded in not only piquing her interest, but causing her heart to flutter at the mention of my name, the same man she called loathsome not 2 minutes ago. All this was accomplished, mind you, while I was at home taking a pine-scented bath. Luncheon the next day was not only nourishing, but productive. By the way, old man, I ran into Nekrasov yesterday, the artist. It seems he's been commissioned by some wealthy prince to paint the head of a typical Russian beauty. He asked me to be on the lookout for a model for him. I told him I knew just the woman, but I didn't dare ask her myself. What do you think of asking your wife?
Asking my wife what?
To be the model, of course. That lovely head of hers. It would be a damn shame if that exquisite face wasn't given the chance to be immortalized for all the world.
For all the world? Really? what you mean.
Why don't you discuss it with her?
Good idea. I'll discuss it with her. So I said I would discuss it with you. What do you think?
I think it's nonsense. How did he say it? I mean, did he actually say a typical Russian beauty?
Precisely. And that it would be a damn shame if that exquisite face missed a chance to be immortalized for all the world. That's exactly what he said.
He gets carried away by the sound of his own voice. Those exact words. You didn't leave anything out.
Oh, yes. That lovely face. I love that. That lovely face. He said that a number of times, I think.
It does go on, doesn't it? How many times did he say it? Once? Twice? What?
What do you think? It's hard to remember.
No, it doesn't matter. But in the future, I wish you'd write these things down.
Have you seen me near her? Have you heard me speak to her? Has any correspondence passed between us? No, my dear pupils. And yet she hangs on my every word uttered by her husband. Awesome, isn't it? We apply this treatment from 2 to 3 weeks. Her resistance is weakening, weakening, weakening.
His mind is elsewhere, if you ask me. On some woman from the looks of him.
A woman. Has he mentioned anyone by name?
Oh, no, he's too discreet for that. He'll protect her good name at any cost. Instead, he talks of you all day. Oh, poor fool, I'm beginning to feel sorry for him.
It's really none of our concern, Nikki. Did you invite him to dinner tomorrow?
He's busy.
Tomorrow, the next day then.
Busy.
Next week, next month. When? Doesn't the man eat?
He says he's involved in a very important project, and it may be months before he'll be able to see us. He did say, however, that with patience and persistence, good things would come to him. Oh, by the way, he thinks that you should go on the stage.
Me? On the stage? Oh, why, in heaven's name?
Well, he said that there was... Just a moment. I don't know.
Take your time. Try to get it as accurately as possible.
Ah, yes. With such an attractive appearance, such intelligence, such sensitiveness, it would be a sin for her to be just a housewife.
Dear, he said that?
And that ordinary demands do not exist for such women.
Nikki, I don't think I want to hear anymore.
Natures like that should not be bound by time and space.
Nikki, I implore you, please, stop.
And then he says, if I weren't so busy, I'd take her away from you.
He said that?
That's right.
What did you say to him, Nikki? It's important to know just what you said to him then.
Well, I said, go ahead and take her then. I'm not going to fight a duel over her.
Nikki, you mustn't discuss me with him anymore. I beg you never to mention my name to him again.
But I don't, my love. He's the one that keeps bringing up the subject. He actually accused me of not understanding you. He shouted, she's such an exceptional creature, strong, seeking a way out. If I were Turgenev, I would put her in a novel. The passionate angel, I would call it. The man is weird.
He's delivering my love letters, sealing them with kisses, and calls me weird. So let's see what we've got so far. The poor woman is definitely consumed with a passion to meet me. She is convinced I am the only man that truly understands her. Her yawning, disinterested husband transmits my remarks, but it is my voice she hears, my words that sing in her heart. The sweet poison is doing its work. I am relentless. There is no room for mercy in the seducing business. Witness how deftly the final stroke is administered. For the faint-hearted, I urge you, look away.
No, Nikki, I don't want to hear. Not another word from him, nothing.
But exactly, that's what he said. He begged me to tell you nothing. He said that he knew because of your sweet, sympathetic nature that you would worry to hear of someone else's distress.
He's in distress?
Worse. He's gloomy, morbid, morose, in the depths of despair.
But why?
loneliness. He says he has no relatives, no true friends, not a soul who really understands him.
But doesn't he know how much we understand him? Doesn't he know how much we appreciate and commune with him daily? Doesn't he know how much we yearn to be with him, you and I?
I again tried to tell him. I asked him to come home to dinner with me, but he says that he can't face people. And he's so depressed that he can't stay home. He just paces in the gardens where we met him every day. Between 8 and 9. By the way, we're invited to the Boscovex for dinner tomorrow. Is 8 o'clock all right with you?
No. I'm visiting Aunt Sophia. She's ill. I'll be there at 9. A little after.
Please, no applause. I couldn't have done it alone. I share that honor with my good friend and collaborator, her husband. He wooed her so successfully that there is no carriage fast enough for her to be in my arms. She ran all the way. Observe. Now then, for the conclusion. You will understand if I ask you to busy yourselves with your programs or such. These last few moments are private, and I am, after all, a gentleman. My dear, my sweet dear angel, at last I can speak the words that I long.
Not a word, not a sound, please. Not until you've heard what is in my heart. For weeks now I've been in torment. You've used my husband as a clever and devious device to arouse my passions, which I freely admit have been lying dormant these past 7 years. Whether you are sincere or not, you have awakened in me longings and desires I never dreamed were possible. You appeal to my vanity and I succumb. You bestir my thoughts of untold passions and I weaken. You attack my every vulnerability and I surrender. I am yours, Peter Semyonovich, if you want me. But let me add this. I love my husband dearly. He is not a passionate man, nor remotely romantic. Our life together reaches neither the heights of ecstasy nor the depths of anguish. We have an even marriage, moderate and comfortable. And in accepting this condition and the full measure of his devoted love, I have been happy. I come to you now knowing that once you take me in your arms, my marriage and my life with Mickey will be destroyed for all time. I am too weak and too selfish to make this decision. I rely on your strength of character. Yours, my dear Peter. Whichever you choose will make me both miserable and eternally grateful. I beg you not to use me as an amusement. Although even with that knowledge, I would not refuse you. I am yours to do with as you will, Peter Semyonovich. If you want me, open your arms and I will come to you. If you love me, turn your back and I will go away and never see or speak to you again. The choice, my dearest, sweetest, yours. I'll await your decision. God bless you, Peter Semyonovich. May life grant you the same happiness you've just given me.
Seducer of other men. From that day on, turned his attentions to single, unmarried women only, until one day the perfect girl came along and the confirmed bachelor married at last. He is today a completely happy man, except on those occasions when some dashing young officer tells him how attractive he finds his lovely young wife. just now getting a little night air to clear my mind. That's good. That's wonderful. The sea air is so refreshing. It revitalizes my entire body. But my mind is blocked. I have no thoughts, no ideas. Most unusual for me. Most times they fill up my brain and overflow it like a cascading fountain. And tonight, nothing. And still I have the urge to write. Something will come, never fear, always does. These things happen to all men in my profession, a writer's block, we call it. Wait, an idea's coming. Oh, terrible, bad idea, false alarm. Sorry to have disturbed you. Not only is it a bad idea, I've already written it. It turned out awful. This won't last long. It's only temporary. However, it's turning into a very long temporary. Nothing is coming. My nerves are tightening. Dear God, help me. No. Nope. I mustn't rely on a collaboration with the Almighty. How selfish of me to ask the Lord to take time out to help me come up with an idea for a story. Forgive me, dear Lord. I'll go home and try to sleep. Tomorrow's another day. If, however, anything should occur to you during the night, I would appreciate it if you'd make it known to me. Even if it's just the germ of an idea. It doesn't have to be original. I'm very clever at twisting things around. Look how desperate I've become, asking the Lord to resort to plagiarism for my petty needs. I must get home and to bed before this thing becomes serious.
You, sir. Can I have a word with you, sir?
Who's there? I can't see you there in the dark.
Evening, sir. I was just wondering, sir, if you might be in the mood for a little entertainment this evening.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure you do, sir. Entertainment. Amusement, so to speak. A little diversion, if you know what I mean.
I think I do know what you mean, and I'm not interested. Go on, off with you. You should know better than to make such a proposal to a gentleman.
You've never witnessed anything like this before, sir. That I promise you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Not even a little bit curious.
Curiosity is the nature of my profession. However, I try to keep it morally elevated. Excuse me.
Perhaps you're right, sir. This might be too much for a gentleman of your sensitivities.
Oh, wait.
Got you with that last one, didn't I?
Now, I'm just asking, mind you, but just what sort of entertainment is it you speak of?
Well, sir, how would you like to see a drowned man?
I beg your pardon.
A drowned man. A man with his lungs filled up with salt water and stone dead from drowning. How much would you pay to see that?
Pay? Pay to see a drowned man? I wouldn't look at a drowned man if they paid me. Are you insane? Who would want to look at a drowned man? What's the point in seeing a man who's drowned? You're mad. Get out of here.
3 rubles, sir. That's all it'll cost you. 3 rubles to see him first before he's in the water. Then, in the agonizing act of drowning. And then, the grand finale. The man already drowned. God rest his soul.
You mean to say that he hasn't drowned yet? That he's still alive and well?
Not only alive and well, but dry as a bone and standing before you. I am the drowned man, sir.
You're going to drown yourself for 3 rubles? You want to charge me for your own suicide? I must get away from this lunatic.
No, you got it all wrong. I don't actually drown. I impersonate a drowning. I jump in the icy cold water, splash around a bit, flail my arm, yell for help a few times, and then I go under. Floating face down, all puffy-like. Sends a chill up your spine. 3 rubles for individual performances, special rates for groups. Show starts in 2 minutes.
I can't believe I'm discussing the price of admission to a drowning.
You missed the whole point, sir. This is not some sort of cheap thrill. This is a rich tableau filled with social implications. A drama, not tragic, but ironical in view of its comic features.
Comic? What's comic about it?
Well, I puff up my cheeks and I bulge my eyes out. And I yell for help in a high, squeaky voice. Sounds like a pig squealing. I'm the only one on the waterfront who can do it.
You expect me to pay to hear an underwater pig squealer?
Just had a very successful year, sir. Sold out in August. What do you say, sir? Want me to sign you up for a dance show?
Dinner show? What do you mean dinner show?
Well, I jump in the water, flail around a bit, throw you a nice halibut.
Why do I stand here listening to this?
I wish you'd make up your mind soon, sir. In 5 minutes, that restaurant throws the garbage in the water. Then it's messy. I have my pride.
To hell with your pride. It doesn't prevent you from making a living imitating a deceased swimmer.
You sure know how to strike at a man's vulnerable points. That was cruel, sir.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be cruel.
You completely overlooked the finer points to my profession. Look here. Have you ever seen a coal miner at the end of the day? Filth and grime all over his body. Soot up his nostrils and in his ears. Black grit in his teeth. It's disgusting. Or a barber who comes home at the end of the day with the cuttings of other people's hair sticking to his fingers. He gets in his bread and his soup is nasty. Do you know where a surgeon puts his fingers?
Please!
Or a farmer his feet. Everybody who works eventually touches something filthy. On the other hand, I deal with water. Water's clean, it's wet, it's purified. I don't have to take a bath when I come home at the end of the day, sir. I've already done it. Can you say the same?
Do you think I'm going to discuss my toilet habits with you? My God, you are infuriating. There must be a carriage around here somewhere. Cabby? Cabby?
You'll regret it. You'll be back one evening, bored to death, dying to see a good drowning. And I'll be gone. This is my last week here, sir. I close on Sunday. Next week, I'm in the office.
There's a police officer. Now, if you don't stop pestering me, I'm going to have you arrested for soliciting.
I'm not soliciting. I'm in the maritime entertainment business.
Drowning is not maritime entertainment. You are a waterfront lunatic. Officer? Officer?
I'm going. Say one thing, the drowning business isn't what it used to be.
Can I help you, sir?
Officer, there's a man there, behind the docks there. He's been visiting me all night. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he were deranged.
There's a lot of strange folks around these docks at night, sir. A gentleman like you shouldn't be wandering around here. What was he pestering you about?
You're going to find this strange, but he wanted to charge me 3 rubles to watch him drown. Can you imagine?
Strange? That's all right thievery. It's not worth more than 60 kopecks. You can get as fine a drowning as you'd ever want to see and not pay a penny more. 3 rubles. What nerve!
You seem to miss the point.
There's 2 brothers on the next pier. For 1 ruble each, they'll give you a double drowning. Bargain with these men, sir. Get your money's worth.
It's not a question of money.
3 rubles. Why, just the other day, right over there, 14 men acted out an entire shipwreck for 3 rubles. And on a good day, for 10 rubles, you can get a whole navy going down. Yes, sir. 60 rubles, or 60 kopecks is all I pay for a good drowning. Stick to your price, sir, and have a good evening.
It's come. It's finally come. The day the world has gone mad has arrived at last.
I see the officer is gone. What did you tell him, sir?
Tell him. I told him the truth, that you were mentally unbalanced. Unfortunately, he's a little more mentally unbalanced than you.
Well, still, I appreciate you not causing me any trouble. And in gratitude, I'm reducing my price to an all-time low 80 kopecks.
80? 80? You thief! You conniving, wretched little thief! It's only worth 60. I won't pay you more than 60.
60? 60 kopecks for a drowning? But where's my profit? My towels cost me 40 kopecks, and another 40 for the fellow who fishes me out. I'd be losing money on it. What's the point? I might as well stay under.
You can't cheat me. 60 kopecks, take it or leave it.
You're a hard man, sir. A hard man. 60 kopecks it is. Pray to God my son doesn't want to be a drummer.
There you go. There's your money. Now then, where shall I stand?
Right up next to the edge of the dock, sir, right up close. That's where you'll see all the action.
It's a bit dark down there. You're sure I'll be able to see all right?
That's what makes it so eerie. The eerier, the more entertaining. All the action's in the last 10 seconds anyway. Well, here I go. Oh, whoa! Just a minute, I forgot. When I come up for the third time, you yell at the top of your lungs, Pomachevsky! Pomachevsky!
Who's Popnichevsky?
Well, he's the fellow who jumps in after me, sir. I can't swim.
You can't swim? You mean to say you're going to drown yourself without knowing how to swim?
That's what makes it so exciting, sir. Pomachevsky always waits to the very last second, jumping in and pulling me out. He's in that restaurant having a drink, sir. Pomachevsky. Don't forget that name. Well, hope you enjoyed the show. Tell your friends. Into the soup, as we say.
Over here, a little closer. I can't see you too well there.
Oh my God! Somebody help me!
Yes, sir. Well, very good, yes. Well, I don't want to see that part anymore. Can you drown now? Let's say I would like to have you drown now. Can you hear me? Where the devil did he go? Ah, there you are. That's the third time, isn't it? Good heavens, what was that fellow's name? Next actress, please. Next actress, please. Name?
What?
Your name?
Nina.
Nina? Is that it? Just Nina?
Yes, sir. No, sir. Nina Mikhailova.
Age?
My age?
Yes, that means how old are you?
How old are you looking for?
Couldn't you answer the question?
Well, yes, sir, but I just wanted you to know I can be any age you want me to be. 16, 30. In school once, I played a 78-year-old woman with rheumatism, and everyone said it was very believable. A 79-year-old rheumatic woman told me so herself.
Yes, but I'm not looking for a 78-year-old rheumatic woman. I'm looking for a 22-year-old girl. Now, how old are you?
22, sir.
Really? I would have guessed 27 or 28.
Oh, I have a bad head cold, sir. It makes me look older. Last year when I had the influenza, the doctor thought I was 39. I promise I can look 22 when you want me to, sir.
Do you have a temperature?
Yes, sir. 103.
Good God, what are you doing out in the dead of winter with 103 temperature? Go home, child. Go to bed. You can come back some other time.
Oh, no, sir. I waited 6 months for this audition. I waited 3 months to get on the 6-month waiting list. If they put me into that list again, I'll have to wait another 6 months, and by that time I'll be 23, and it'll be too late to be 22. Oh, please, just let me read for you, sir. I'm feeling much better already.
I
I think I'm down to 101.
I can see you have your heart set on becoming an actress.
Oh, my heart, my soul, my very breath, the bones in my body, the blood in my veins.
That's enough of your medical history. Now then, could we discuss perhaps your practical experience?
As what?
As, for example, what we've been discussing. Acting? How much acting experience have you had?
You mean on the stage?
That's as good a place as any.
Well, I studied acting for 3 years under Madame Zoblianska.
Here in Moscow?
No, in my high school, in Odessa. But she was a very great actress herself.
Here in Moscow?
No, in Odessa.
You are then, strictly speaking, an amateur.
Well, yes, sir, in Moscow. In Odessa, I am a professional.
Yes, but you see, I'm looking for a 22-year-old professional actress in Moscow. Odessa, although I grant you a lovely city, theatrically speaking, is not Moscow. Now, I suggest you get more experience and take some aspirin.
I traveled 4 days to get here, sir. Won't you please hear me read?
My dear child, I find this very embarrassing.
Even if you did not employ me, just to read for you would be a memory I would cherish for the rest of my life. If I may be so bold, sir, I consider you one of the finest living authors in all of Russia.
Really? That's very kind of you. Well, perhaps we do have a few moments.
Thank you, sir. I've read almost everything you've ever written. The articles, the stories. I just love the one about it. I gotta read everything about it. I just can't control myself.
Really? Which one was that?
Death of a government clerk. Oh, God, I love her dead.
I don't seem to recall that one. What was that one about?
Chekov. The sneeze. The sneezing splatterer.
You found that funny, did you? Strange. I meant it to be sad.
Oh. Oh, it was sad. I cried. For days it was tragically funny.
Yes, of everything you've read, what was your very favorite?
My very favorite?
Yes, what was it?
Tolstoy's War and Peace. You asked me what my favorite was.
Yes, well, you're an honest little thing, aren't you? It's refreshing. Irritating, but refreshing. Very well, what are you going to read?
No, I should like to read from the Three Sisters.
Oh, really? Which one?
All three of them, if you have the time.
Why don't you read the entire play while you're at it?
Oh, thank you, sir. I know it all by heart. Act 1, a drawing room in the Perjarov's house. It is midday. The bright sun is shining through
That's
the large
not
French doors.
necessary. An excerpt will do nicely, thank you.
Yes, sir. I should like to read from the last moment of the play.
Good, good. That shouldn't take too long, should it? Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I've been ready for 6 months, sir. Not including the 3 months that I waited to get on the 6-month waiting list.
Please begin.
Yes, sir. Sir, could you please sing "Tarara-boom-bee-ay, sit-on-a-curb-a-may"?
Certainly not. Why should I say such an idiotic thing?
Well, I don't know, sir. You wrote it. Mr. Whitkin says it at the end of the play. It would help me greatly if you would just read that one line, sir. I waited 6 months. I walked all the way from Odessa.
All right, all right. Ready? Ta-ra-ra-boom-dee-ay, sit on the curb I made.
And Masha says, oh, listen to that music. You're leaving us. One who's gone for good. Forever. We're left alone to begin our lives over again. We must live. We must live. And Maria says, the time will come when everyone will know what all this is for. Why there is all this suffering. And there will be no mysteries. Only meanwhile, we must live. We must work. Only work. Tomorrow I will go alone. And I will teach in the school. And give my whole life to those who need it. Now it is on. Soon winter will come and cover everything with snow. And I will go on working. Working. Shall I finish?
Please.
And Masha says, the music plays so gaily, so valiantly. One wants to. Oh my God. time will pass and we too will be gone forever. We'll be forgotten. Our faces will be forgotten. Our voices and how many there were of us. But our sufferings will turn into joy for those who live after us. Happiness and peace will come to this earth, and then they will remember kindly and bless those who are living now. Oh, my dear sisters, it seems as if just a little more and we shall know why we live, why we suffer. Only we knew. Only we knew. Thank you, sir. That's all I wanted. You've made me very happy. God bless you, sir.
Will someone please go and get her before she walks all the way back to Odessa?
Good morning, Mr. Kitchenov! Shh! Please lower your voice. Sorry, sir.
It's just that my gout is acting up again, and my nerves are like little firecrackers. And the least little sound can set them off.
It must be very painful, sir.
Combing my hair this morning was agony.
Mr. Kitchenov,
Yes, Jack.
there's a woman outside who insists on seeing me. We can't make heads nor tails of her story, but she insists on seeing the managing director. Perhaps if you're not feeling
No. The business of the bank comes before my minor physical ailments. Please show her quietly. Good morning, madam. Please excuse me for not rising, but I'm a bit incapacitated. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
You can help me, sir. I pray to God you can help. No one else in this world seems to care.
Calm yourself. Please, madam, I beg of you. Calm yourself.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sure we can get to the rid of this if we approach the problem quietly and carefully. Now, exactly what is the problem?
Well, sir, it's my husband, Collegiate Assessor Shukin. He's been sick for 5 months. 5 agonizing months.
I know well the horrors of illness, madam, and can sympathize with you. Exactly what is his problem?
It's a nervous disorder. Everything grates on his nerves. If you so much as touch him, he'll scream out. "Ah!" How or why he got it, nobody knows.
I have an inkling.
Well, while the poor man was lying in his bed suffering,
You're not going to scream again.
I don't have cause. While the poor man was lying in bed these past 5 months recuperating, he was dismissed from his job for no reason at all.
Well, that's a pity, certainly, but I don't see what that is.
You don't know how I suffered during his illness. I nursed him from morning till night, doctored him from night till morning, besides cleaning our house, taking care of our children, our dog, our cat, our goat, my sister's bird who was sick.
The bird was sick?
My sister. She gets dizzy spells. She's been dizzy a month now, and she's getting dizzier every day.
Extraordinary. However,
I had to take care of her house, and her children, and her dog, and her cat, and her goat. And then her bird bit one of my children. So our cat bit her bird. So my oldest daughter, the one with the broken arm, drowned my sister's cat. And now my sister wants my goat in exchange. Or else she says she'll either drown my cat or break my oldest daughter's other arm.
you certainly have your passable problem.
And then when I went to get my husband's paycheck, they deducted 24 rubles and 36 kopecks. For what? I asked. Because they said he borrowed it from the employees' fund. But that's impossible. He could never borrow without my approval. I'd break his arm. Not while he was sick, of course.
I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. Your petition, no matter how justified, has nothing to do with our bank. You'll have to go to the agency where your husband was employed.
What do you mean? I've been to 5 agencies already. None of them will even listen to my petition. I'm about to lose my mind. The hair is coming out of my head. Look at my hair. Buy a physical. Don't tell me I'm to go to another agency.
Madam, take your hair in its proper place. Now you listen to me carefully. This is a bank. We are in the banking business. We bank money. Funds that are brought here are banked by us. Do you understand what I am saying?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I can't help you.
Are you saying that you can't help me?
I tried, but I don't seem to be making headway.
Are you saying that you don't believe that my husband is sick? Here is a doctor's certificate. There's the proof. Do you still doubt that my husband is suffering from a nervous disorder?
Not only do I not doubt it, madam, I would swear to it.
Look at it. You didn't look at it.
It's not necessary. I know full well what your husband is going through.
What's the point of a doctor's certificate if you don't look at it? Look at it!
Oh, yes, I see. Your husband is sick. It's right here on the doctor's certificate. My, but you certainly have a good case, madam. But you still come to the wrong place. I'm getting excited.
You lied to me. I took you as a man of your word, and you lied to me.
I lied when?
When you said you read the doctor's certificate. You couldn't have. You couldn't have read the description of my husband's illness without seeing that he was fired unjustly. Don't take advantage of me just because I'm a weak, defenseless woman. Do me the simple courtesy of reading the doctor's certificate. That's all I ask. Read it, and then I'll go.
But I read it. What's the point in reading something twice when you've already read it once?
You didn't read it carefully.
I read it in detail.
Then you read it too fast. Read it slower.
I don't have to read it slower. I'm a fast reader.
Maybe you didn't absorb it. Let it sink in this time.
I absorbed it. It's sinking. I can pass a test on what's written there. Only it doesn't make any difference because you still come to the wrong place.
Did you read the part where it says he has a nervous disorder? Read that part again and see if I'm wrong.
Oh, yes, that part. I see. Your husband has a nervous disorder. My, how terrible. Only I still can't help you now. Will you please go?
I'm sorry, Excellency. I hope I haven't caused you any pain.
No, please don't kiss my foot. Can't you get this through your balding head? If you would just realize that for you to come here with this kind of a problem is as strange as you're trying to get a haircut in a butcher shop.
You can't get a haircut in a butcher shop. Why would anyone go to a butcher shop for a haircut? Are you laughing at me?
I'm lucky I'm breathing. Chapkin!
Did I tell you I'm fasting? I haven't eaten in 3 days. I want to eat, but nothing stays down. I had the same cup of coffee 3 times today.
Chapkin!
I'm skin and bones. I faint at the least provocation. Watch. Did you see? You saw how I just fainted. 8 times a day that happens.
What is it, Mr. Kistonov? What's the matter?
Get her out of here. Who let her into my office anyway?
You did, sir. I asked you, you said show her in.
I thought you meant a human being, not a lunatic with a doctor's certificate.
He wouldn't even read it. I gave it to him and he threw it back in my face. You look like a kind person. Have pity on me. You read it and see if my husband is sick or not.
But I already read it, ma'am, twice.
Me too. I had to read it twice too.
You showed it to me outside. You showed it to everyone. We all read it, even the doorman.
You just looked at it.
Read it, for God's sake. Don't just stand there. Read it. We'll never get her out of
Oh,
here.
yes, it says your husband is sick. Now, will you please leave, madam, or I'll have to get someone to remove you.
Yes, remove her. Get the doorman and a couple of the guards. Only be careful. She's strong as an ox.
If you touch me, I'll scream so loud they'll hear it all over the city. You'll lose all your depositors. No one will come to a bank where they meet weak, defenseless women. I think I'm going to faint again.
Weak. Defenseless. You are as defenseless as a charging rhinoceros. You are as weak as the king of the jungle. You are a plague, madam. A plague that wipes out everything that crosses its path. You are a raging river that washes away bridges and stately homes. You are a wind that blows villages over mountains. It is women like you that drives men like me to the condition of husbands like yours.
Are you saying you're not going to help me?
Knock her down. Beat some sense into her.
You hear? You hear how I'm abused? He would have you hit an orphaned mother. Did you hear me, cop? Listen to this cop. Get your hands off of me! Help! I'm being beaten! Oh, merciful God, they're beating me!
I'm not beating you, I'm just holding your arm.
Beat her, you fool! Get her out of here! You'll never get her out of here! Get your knockers!
A curse! I put a curse on you and your bank! I put a curse on you and your depositors! May the money in your vaults turn to potatoes! May the gold in your cellars turn to onions! May your ripples turn to radishes! And your complex to pickles!
Stop! Lieutenant, get her the money! Get her anything! Get her out of here!
24 rubles and 36 kopecks. Not a penny more. That's all that's due me, and that's all I want.
Come with me, madam, I'll get your money.
And another ruble to get me home. I'd walk, but I have very weak ankles.
Get her the money for the taxi fare! Get her anything! Get her out of here!
God bless you, sir. You're a kind man. I remove the curse. Curse be gone. Onions to money, potatoes to gold.
Remove her! Oh, God, my hair is falling out!
There's just one other thing. I'll need a letter of recommendation so my husband can get another job. Don't bother yourself about it today. I'll be back in the morning.
She's coming back. She's coming back. She's coming back.
This one goes back a good many years ago to my youth. I was 19 years old, to be exact, and in the ways of love, I was not only unschooled, I hadn't even been in the classroom. I was so innocent and shy that I actually believed that since the beginning of time, no woman had ever been completely unclothed. As for connubial bliss, I dared not think of it. And as for impregnation, I chose to think that it was caused by the husband giving the wife a most ardent handshake before retiring, and let it go at that. But my father was a wonderful man, quite liberal in his thinking, and on the occasion of my 19th birthday, he decided to introduce me to the mysteries of love. He was, however, a frugal man, and he decided to escort me himself in order to see to the matter of bargaining that I would not be taken advantage of. Picture me, if you will, as my own dear father. And Tasha, don't stand there in the dark, shaking like a puppy dog. Come here. We have some adolescence to get over with.
I'm not well, Father. I'm sick.
Sick? What's the matter with you?
I haven't thought of it yet. Give me a few minutes.
It's just fear, just pubescent fear. I was the same way when I was your age.
I never knew you were my age, Father. I always thought he was older.
How old do you think I was when I was first with a woman?
You were with a woman, Father?
Of course I was with a woman. All men men who become fathers were with a woman at some point in their life.
The same woman?
Certainly not the same woman. Haven't you discussed these matters with your young friends?
Oh yes, all the time, but we get too excited to listen.
And Tasha, it's all in the matter of growing up. First you learn to walk, then you learn to talk. And now it's time to learn this.
Are you sure, Father? You're really not walking and talking all that well.
It's the responsibility of the husband to enter into a marriage knowledgeable in the ways of love. Otherwise, valuable years are wasted in endless groping.
I don't mind wasting a few minutes groping, Father.
And Tasha, I don't want you becoming an old man waiting to become a young man. Now, are you going to go in there and have your first experience with a woman, or am I going to have to punish you?
Father, I don't think we're going to find too many women with high moral character around here.
We're not looking for high-moral women. There are too damn many high-moral women in the world as it is. That's why high-moral men have to come down to places like this. Now, let's get on with it.
Can I hold your hand, Father?
Certainly not. You can't go in there to have your first experience with a woman holding your father's hand. Now, I told your mother we would be home by 9 o'clock. So we have exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes for you to mature.
You mean you told Mother where we were going?
Do you think I'm so insensitive? I told her we were going out just to get a little night air.
Won't she become suspicious when she notices I've come home all grown up?
It doesn't show, Anton. You don't get spots like measles. You may possibly have a small smile on your face. That's all. Now, come on.
Father, aren't there other ways to become man? I mean, couldn't I grow a mustache?
Tell me the truth. If you'd rather not go through with it, I'll take you home.
Take me home.
Wait till... Would you rather not go through with it? I'll take you home.
Take me home.
Very well. I'll take you home and you can sit in your tub and play with your boats until you are ready.
Will you be angry with me?
No.
Will you be disappointed with me?
No.
Will you be proud of me?
No.
All right, I'll do it.
Good boy.
If I like it, can we do it again?
No! I didn't bring you down here to leave you here. My God, it's a difficult business being a literal father.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, gosh.
Steady, boy, steady.
Is she one of the teachers?
She looks like the principal to me, so. We're in luck. She's a charming-looking girl. Now, you stay here, and I'll go attend to your tuition.
Father, couldn't I take a correspondence course?
No, stay here. Don't move and stop twiddling with your hat. This is not hat-twiddling business. Good evening, madam. A lovely April evening, wouldn't you say?
Is it April already? I don't get out very much.
Yes, well, I can understand that. It's been some years since I've had occasion to discuss such matters, but I would like to discuss an issue of some delicacy.
30 rubles.
So much for the delicacy. 30 rubles, you say? Well, speaking for myself, I would say that was quite fair. But it's not for me. It's for my young, inexperienced son. That's him, the one with the knees buckling.
Still 30 rubles, sir. We don't have children's prices.
I can well understand that. But 30 rubles does seem a bit high for a boy of 19. What would you say to 15 rubles?
For 15 rubles, I read Peter Rabbit. Sir, an Italian ship is due in tonight, and I have to go in and put on my black wig.
Wait, there's an extenuating circumstance. It's the boy's birthday, and I wanted to get him a nice gift. What do you say?
How about an umbrella?
See here, in my day, 30 years ago, I shared the pleasures of the most delightful girl on this street. Ilka the milkmaid, she was called, and she cost me a mere 10 rubles.
Well, she's still here. If you want her, she's down to 6 rubles now.
What?
Am I ready yet?
Just wait, I'm still shopping. Please, he's a lovely boy, fragile and sweet, tells the most delightful stories. I'm sure you'll find him most entertaining.
Haven't you got that the wrong way around, sir?
Father,
What is it now?
I'm getting chilly.
Well, run around, jump up and down. You've waited 19 years, you can wait a little longer. 20 rubles, not a kopeck more. Please, it's for my boy. And there's only so much I'm willing to pay for education.
Settle. You're a good and loving father, sir, and I respect you for it. If I'd had a father like you, I would never have ended up down here on the streets bargaining with fathers like you.
There's a moral in there somewhere. I just don't see it yet. Settled for 20 rubles. Oh, there is just one other request I have. At the conclusion of the evening's festivities, if you could just say, "Happy birthday from Papa."
Birthday from Papa. Would you like any candles, sir?
That won't be necessary. Just be gentle and kind to him. Gentleness, that's all I ask. Good heavens, dear. What a thing to cry over.
I'll wait upstairs. 2 flights up, second door on the left. I will be gentle, sir.
Thank you. The girls today seem to be so much more understanding.
May I just say, sir, it's men like you who make me proud to serve in my profession.
What a wonderful nurse she would have made. Anton, school's in. 20 rubles, my boy. You have to know how to bargain with these people. Now, 2 flights up, second door on the left. I'll wait out here. But don't rush.
Father, do I say anything to her?
Like what?
Like, hello?
Hello would be nice. Goodbye would be good also. Go on, boy, she's waiting.
Are there any instructions you want to give me?
That's what I'm paying her good money for. The questions you ask. Go on, boy, before she charges me overtime.
Yes, Father, I'm going. I'm going.
What is it now?
It's funny, but when I come down those stairs and out into the street here, I won't be your little Antasha anymore. I'll be Anton the man! Thank you, Father. Well, goodbye.
Wait, Anton, wait.
What is it now, Father?
I was just thinking, wouldn't you rather have a nice umbrella for your birthday? There's plenty of time next year to become a man. Plenty of time next year.
Oh, if you wish, Father. Oh, yes, Father.
I hope that portrait of my father came out with some affection. I loved him very much. And yet with him, as with all the other characters I've shared with you tonight, I have a sense of betrayal. When I put down my pen at the end of a day's work, I cannot help but feel that I've robbed my friends of their precious life fluid. What torments my conscience even more is that I've had a wonderful time writing today. But before I go, what was it early on? I was talking about, before the story of Chekov. Oh yes, I was going to say what it was, as a boy, I most wanted to do with my life. Well then, funny, for the life of me, I can't remember. But somehow, as I stand here with a great feeling of peace and contentment, in some measure, I suspect I must be doing it. Thank you for this visit. If ever you pass this way again, please drop in. Good night. Wait! There's an alternate ending. If ever you pass this way again, I hope you inherit 5 million rubles.